Hello guys, welcome back to this channel. Today, review of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. And I'm really much as they changed the lighting up a little bit, lit up my iPad a little bit to show, you see. I might change it in a minute, but yeah. So, not much to say. Go check my Moon Knight review. I am almost at 100 subscribers, so I'm trying to get there before June 18th. So, please subscribe, and if you did, you're awesome. Thank you. So, I don't really have much else to say, but MCU content going to be coming in the future because of Multiverse. And I'm going to be seeing it probably this weekend, and I'm going to see it again next weekend. I'll give you both initial theater reactions, movie review, and then my ranking will probably be after I see Doctor Strange 2 again. And then I will give my Moon Knight episode ranking until probably the video I do right before I do my Marvel movie ranking. So without further ado, I think we can get into it. Next up, we have the good. Start with the good. The overall Hogwarts battle, I think it's great. Has some amazing moments. You have emotional moments. The tension needs to sort of slow down, and it does, so you can take a break. And overall, I think the nice thing about this movie compared to a lot of the other ones, where the other one's a whole school year, and you don't really feel the tension as much because there's so much, because you only really feel the tension near the end because that's when it's supposed to be, because it's the whole school year. Like, there's not some sort of deadline they're building. But this one just takes place over a couple of nights, really. And I think it works up, and it pays off really nicely. You have some amazing moments. Neville killing the snake. You have Snape's backstory, which I think is a very emotional moment. I think it's fantastic. Other moments, the little one battle between, well, not little, but one battle between Harry and Voldemort. Their whole confrontation at the end, it makes for a very satisfying finale or final battle. And as the conclusion to the Harry Potter franchise, I think this is one of the best films. Whereas Deathly Hallows Part 1 is plagued for being a setup movie, this one is hugely enhanced by being a payoff movie. It's just payoff, 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 and it works so well. And I think that's in general what sort of makes this movie what it is. You have great character moments, great wand battles, and overall just a great story to kind of conclude this one on. You have all the Horcrux stuff, which I think is just as good as it was in Deathly Hallows Part 1, if not better. A lot of great character moments. Neville, who's been kind of the wimp in the past bunch of movies, now he has risen up to being a complete hero level, where the holding on the bridge, that little scene. You have all the stuff with the snake. He completely destroys the snake with the Gryffindor sword. Everything that has to do with that is all great. And overall, the final confrontation as a whole just works so well. And I don't really have any of that big problems here. There's also other stuff, like I think their trio is as best as it ever is. That was horribly said, but still. And overall, I think the thing that I just really love about this one is just the fact that it's emotional when it needs to be. It slows down the tension perfectly when it has to, but not losing it, and it's still keeping it up as the movie always goes on. I think the tone works perfectly, not too dark, but not too light either way. I think 6 and 7, Half-Blood Prince and Deathly Hallows Part 1, I think got a bit too dark, both of them. This one, I think it keeps the light. I think this one's not quite as dark as the Deathly Hallows Part 1. That one gets a bit too dark, I feel like. This one, I think, is kind of teetered, I don't want to say perfectly. I think it works really nicely, and I think this is a great classic sort of movie for people to watch. Yeah, that was not well said. So overall, I really like this one. I think this one's pretty fantastic. So there's a lot of great stuff. Wand battles are all great. You get amazing character moments. This is kind of the perfect conclusion of the Harry Potter franchise. And I bet if they put the Deathly Hallows movies together, I bet it would have done like this sort of thing, maybe like that. And like you have Deathly Hallows 2 and then Part 1. And then it kind of would have done that maybe. Or maybe could have been at the top. Who knows? So, yeah, that's kind of my thoughts. Now you have the mixed stuff. And as I said, I really don't like the relationship side of things in these movies. They did it with Ginny and Harry for a while. They sort of brought it back. I think the stuff with Ron and Hermione actually worked pretty well here. But the stuff with Ginny and Harry, it's still a little awkward. It's not as bad as it was in Half-Blood Prince or Order the Phoenix, no, it was just Half-Blood Prince, or any of the other movies. It wasn't as awkward as those, but still, like, it doesn't really enhance it either. Now you have the bad, and the one thing, there's a couple of things I've never really, they're both nitpicks. First one, logically, would Snape really become the headmaster of Hogwarts? I mean, it's something I can easily get past, but logically, really, would he? Wouldn't McGonagall really be headmaster? Because I bet she's probably a bit more of a popular teacher than Snape is. And some Lord would have knowledge of the fact that Snape is the one that killed Dumbledore, because didn't they know that he was a Death Eater or something? I mean, it would make sense. Or is it like just dramatic irony that no one knew what it was? I don't know. That I always found to be a little odd, but at the same time, it's just a nitpick, and I can easily get over it. And then the second one, this one's a bit more, I think, less. This one's a bit more of a flaw than a nitpick. And why do the Malfoys get like no punishment whatsoever, like whether it's Azkaban or whether it's death? And then by the time you get to the little scene at King's Cross 19 years later in the thing, he's living a happy life. So I've always found that to be really odd. Why do they get like no punishment? Again, it's something I can sort of bypass, but at the same time, why don't they? It's such like an obvious thing that you could just add in there. Maybe they go to Azkaban, and then they find out where they are, and then they get taken to Azkaban, or there's some information about that. And then maybe Draco lives there, because technically Draco didn't do anything illegal. He didn't kill anybody. At least I don't think he did. It makes sense if he didn't. But yeah, so you can just move on from there. For this movie's final score, I'm gonna give it a 9.4 out of 10. I think this one's pretty fantastic. Just like what's it called? Prisoner and Order. It's up there. And overall, I thought this is just a pretty fantastic conclusion to the Harry Potter franchise. And overall, I think it works really nicely. And that's kind of about it. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get to 100 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment below. Go wait and check out for MCU content. And see you guys next time. Adios.